Hey. Are we working? Okay, guys, I am so sorry if you were here earlier. I think I have a healthy stream this time. There was a lot of issues with the sound, and if you heard that, I'm really sorry. I think my camera is a little bit weird, but I'm so flustered after everything that happened. I'm just going to leave things as they are. You can see Elvis, you can see my spinning wheel, and you'll be able to see my hands once I start spinning. Now I have no way of knowing whether this is actually live at the moment. It says that my stream is running, so let's hope that it actually is and that you're only hearing one of me. So, thank you so much, Denali. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. I'm so glad that you could come back. Denali says hi. Yes, she does. You got a head tilt, Denali. All right, let's try this again. My goodness, that was terrible. But yes, we will go back to what we're doing. So I was saying that I'm having trouble with this fiber and I'm not quite sure why. I think it's potentially this wheel. I'm just not used to it anymore. And I'm not getting enough spin in my singles either. I need to treadle more, but my coordination's just all out of whack. So I've stripped it right down because I'm having trouble drafting it and I don't know why, because the fiber is it's lovely and soft and fluffy and I just can't draft it and I don't know what it is that I'm doing wrong. But I definitely need to treadle my foot faster because the combination of everything not quite working is making this less than enjoyable. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Simon just came up the stairs and gave me a thumbs up that I'm working okay, so that's good. But yes, saying just before, it's not been a very exciting day today. I don't lead a very exciting life. It's my crafts. I live for my crafts and that's about it. I barely leave the house. I'm sure a bunch of you can relate. I sit in my house with my dog and do crafts. And sometimes I dye yarn, which I will be doing this week. I need to get some more yarn dyed and I've been working on my advent, so I've already got that starting to be dyed, which is good because normally I don't start that until like September. So if I started in June because it's only just sort of turned July, so I actually started it quite early for me, which is quite surprising because with my brain I like to leave everything to the last minute and then power home. But it's not so good on my mental health doing it that way. I'm probably actually better getting things done in advance. So I am proud of me so far. Let's just see if we can keep it up. Because I don't like the scrambling stress in September and October trying to get the advents out on time. But Simon and I were having a chat this morning just before I came on the first time, was because we're looking to do some work in our backyard. So we were having a bit of a chat about that, try and get some areas out for grass. Oh, yeah, I get it. I get it, Denali. Yeah, that was me too. It was always the night before. Just, I never did anything in a timely manner. It was, just like to make things harder on myself. And then I'd get all stressed. And it's like, yeah, well, this is a you problem. You did this to yourself. But are we ever going to change fundamentally how our brains work? Maybe, maybe not. Probably not in my case. That's why I'm like, I say, let's hope that I can keep the momentum going because she is not good at committing to things. Well, no, I commit to things, but I lose interest very quickly. I always have all these grand ideas and grand plans, and I just lose lose momentum and interest and hop to something else. Oh, I'm getting big puffy things. Can you see that? Big puffy things coming out. But yeah, we're gonna do some gardening stuff over the rest of winter and try and get some grass in for Sir Elvis before spring kind of hits, so it can start to kind of get what's the word? Get itself all nice and established. Is that the word that I'm looking for? Probably. I mean, we know what I'm like with my word choices. I'm always grasping about in my brain to get the right word, and then often not finding it and just using something similar instead. I'm just going to try to get through this spin because I'm going to end up with much more of a kind of fractal spin now that I've stripped this side of the braid right down to small pieces, which is fine. I love a fractal. And a lot of the colours in this actually grey each other out, which is good because then it was going to give me, even though it's like the fiber's really bright, it's going to give me a decent, it's going to tone it down a little bit. It's probably going to be a little bit more something that I can actually wear. I can make something out of it and wear. Of course, it depends what kind of yarn I get in the end because when it comes to spinning, I'm not somebody who plans it out to the nth degree. I'm just more of a freewheeler. I just spin whatever the fibre tells me it wants to be, pretty much. Inchworming along with my little my worsted drawer. Come on, let's get that foot going, Julieanne. I need some more spin. I feel like I need some royalty-free music in the background to give me a bit of a break for trying to find out what I want to say. You know, you can't be too mad at me. I'm an introvert who spends most of their time at home, and I hate small talk, so, you know. Just here, doing my spinning with my dog. Now, see, now this bit's really nice. It's drafting quite nicely. I can't figure it out. I really can't. Just makes it a little less relaxing. Yep, I getcha. I getcha. No, it's like I find like you watch like Twitch streamers and stuff, and it's like you kind of understand why not everybody does that because it's really hard to keep things going, especially when you're a smaller kind of creator like me who, you know, I don't get a ton of views on my videos. I have a good time doing them. That's why I do them. It's not because I get lots of, you know, money and adoration from it. Not that I really care for a lot of attention in the adoring kind of way. But yeah, I do this for the joy of it. But yeah, trying to keep something going when I'm completely introverted and not good at small talk is tricky. Need a background soundtrack. Maybe I'll look into that. Maybe it's something I can add. I don't know if that's another thing I can do. I mean, do I really want to mess around with sound anymore after today's mishap? Probably not. Yeah, it seems like I've fixed the problem anyway, so that's the main thing. Just realised I can't tell. Oh, yes, I can tell. There we go. I'm like, I can't tell how long I've been going here because I'm probably going to keep it pretty short again. I stopped at 15 minutes on the last one, but that was because I was making horrible sound and it was, you know, if anybody jumped on, it was rightly so. They should jump right back off again. I'm assuming your internet's come back, Denali, because you're here, so It's a good encouragement to see you in the chat there. You're my number one fan too. Did you notice that? Do you get that? I've got these little number one tags next to your name. Means you get the crown, I guess. What even is the time? Oh my goodness, it's getting on to 3 o'clock here in the afternoon. So what's that? About 9:30 for you, Janelle? Are you getting on for 9:30? Something like that? Because I think you said it was 8:30 is 2 o'clock-ish. Oh, see? I don't know what I'm doing with this fibre. Hope you guys can't hear Marion. She's downstairs having a fit. Yeah, we have to restart our router from time to time. Oh, sewing machine, huh? What are you making? You're so much better at making clothes than I am. I get frustrated and I don't make anything. They never bloody fit me anyway. I've got an annoying body size and shape that the big four, etc., do not cater for me. So I need to probably should search that out, to be honest. Find a pattern designer for more voluptuous ladies. Oh, I've never made one of those. Jelly roll rug. Hello. Hi, Danielle. Thank you for joining. I had an absolute disaster this morning, and now not this morning, it's all this afternoon, but before, shall we say. So I'm glad that you got this one where the sound is actually good because I made a mess up. Helen's Closet. Oh, I think I do have some Helen's Closet patterns, actually. I think I've got a culotte pattern because, obviously being a bigger lady, I do tend to chafe when I wear skirts and things. At least culottes give you the look of skirts, but you don't have that horrible chafing issue. I should really find that pattern again and actually make some because I think I bought some linen or linen blend or something somewhere. I've got that it's probably stored away to make some culottes. Did get another pattern from them too, I think. I think I got 2 patterns, but I don't know if I ever made them because I'm kind of in a sewing slump at the minute. It's just not really, even quilting and things, even my quilting's kind of dropped off. Yeah, I know, right? I think I've got some that I got from an Australian place, I think, and they're called chub rub shorts. So I have those to wear underneath. I'm a bit more of a pants girly anyway, if I'm being completely honest. I wear pants or shorts generally. But then again, if I actually wore the chub rub shorts, I might wear skirts more often, but I don't actually own any really. I'm a bit more of an androgynous girly in my pants and my sweaters. Let's pull this apart, I think. Yeah, I tell you what, the second bobbin of this is going to be all over the shop. I got your email back. I'll get in touch with you probably tomorrow if that's okay. Which I Yeah, this second part, I'm stripping it right down, so it's going to be super fractal. So for those of you just joining in, I'm making a fractal spin now. And I don't think I showed it off. I finished my first bobbin. So now that I think I showed it off on the last stream that was really bad, but that's my first bobbin. All the real bright stuff's hidden underneath, so it's quite muted on the outside. But I think it's going to be really pretty once it's all plied together. Try and get that back on the spike. Can't get it back on the spike. Go back on. There we go. I got it. But yes, I'm just stripping this super fine and I'm just spinning it as we go. So I think I was saying, can't remember what I was saying earlier. There was something I wanted to go back to, and now I can't remember what it was. That's just my brain. Don't ask me to try and remember anything. Anybody working on anything interesting? We know that Denali is doing some sewing. Is anybody else doing anything? There's a bit of a delay on these, so I don't know how soon that you're hearing me respond to your questions. Because I know that YouTube's a little bit behind what my streaming software is, but I don't know exactly what the delay is. So I'm sorry if I'm a bit slow to get back to anybody's comments or anything. Yep. Ooh, lovely. Okay, so we've got some carding of some Corriedale, and we've got some socks. Waiting for a fleece to arrive. I've never, you guys with your fleeces, I've never done anything like that. I think I've had in the past little bags of stuff that I've kind of combed myself or carded because I had the cards. But like preparing a whole fleece and all of that, it's like, I don't know if I'm up for that. You guys are far more ambitious than I will ever be. Because as I was saying earlier, I tend to lose interest in things and lose steam. So you can just imagine that I would get a full fleece, and I'd be like, "Oh, I need to pick this," so I pick it, and then I get halfway through picking, and then it's like, this is boring. I don't want to do this anymore, and then I just move on to something else. That would 100% be me. Ah, okay, started with alpaca. See, I'm not an alpaca person. I can't wear it. I can wear wool forever, but as soon as you put alpaca near me, I can't do it, which is hilarious because most people are the other way around. I just can't wear alpaca, can't touch it. I don't. It just doesn't agree with my skin. I found too. I don't know if you um found it. The alpaca that I did try and process some alpaca at one point. It was so grotty, and I tried cleaning it, and it was like literally mud coming out of this alpaca fleece that I got. I don't even know where it came from, but I think in the end it got composted because I just couldn't, because it's quite it was quite shortcuts as well, which is annoying. Yeah, I actually went to back in 2023, went to an open house at the Great Ocean Road Mill, and we were being shown all the alpacas and all the picking and the grading stuff and how it all gets spun. So that was really interesting. Elvis was with us on that trip, and he was over by the car with Simon, and he was speaking all the alpacas. They weren't happy. He was very fascinated, but of course he wasn't anywhere near them. Simon had him over by the car. But if you're ever around and they have another open day, it's very interesting to go in there. I just happened to be visiting friends in Ballarat, and she said, "Oh, Great Ocean Road have got an open house." She goes, "Do you want to come?" So that's what we ended up. Actually, I think we pretty much extended our stay just to allow us to go and check out the mill. It was a good day. Got to go Bendigo Woolen Mills when I was over there as well. I'd like to go back. I actually really liked Bendigo. I thought it was a nice place. It kind of gave me Adelaide vibes, so I kind of felt really kind of at home there. It felt a lot like our Port Adelaide here. I thought Bendigo was quite. They had kind of the historic type of buildings. That a lot of those, like we have Ballarat too. We Simon and I both sort of felt that those places, Ballarat and Bendigo, were quite like familiar feeling, that we could actually like, if because we're pretty well entrenched in Adelaide, but if we were to look to move somewhere else, like we've sort of thought that Bendigo and Ballarat would be where we might go. Okay, let me catch up. You guys are chatting. Farrell Flat. Okay, thanks, Natalie. Yes, Nundle. I've obviously bought stuff from Nundle. If you've ever looked in my shop, there is currently some yarn from Nundle in there. Yeah, yeah. I just happened to be able to get into Great Ocean Road, Danielle, just because it was a fluke of timing, really. That my friend just said, "Oh, they're open on Saturday. You want to go?" So we did. Oh yes, Tandy. They've got all the Polworth, don't they? Actually, really like Polworth. I've never spun it though, but I think I've got some in the if from that haul video. If you guys watch that, did I say I had Polworth in there? I think I did from Kathy's Fibers. The cool thing with Great Ocean Road is because they're so off grid. Is like I can't remember the man's name. I feel really bad. I should know. Um, Neil? No, is that right? I don't know. I can't remember. Correct me if you guys know. Um, yeah, he showed us, all the batteries and for their solar, and they have water tanks and things to try and keep themselves as off grid as possible. So it was really good to see. And it's crazy, just the machine that their carding machine, like you see, like the bits of fleece go in, and then it just comes out in this big, long, continuous like sausage of fiber. Nick, yeah, that's probably right. That sounds. I'm thinking it was an N. Oh no, not moths. Yeah, us crafters tend to make big stashes. Hey, but yeah, they just like comes all the fiber comes out in these big long sausages, and then that's where they spin from the sausages, and how the spinning machines are fascinating. Yeah, I unfortunately had moths when I was at my when I was living with my housemate. It wasn't in my work stuff because I always keep that really separated and really well like boxed off. Um, but it was because I had my stash out on shelves, and they just went straight for it. And it wasn't too bad. I didn't get it wasn't like a real infestation, but it was just a few skeins kind of got eaten from my stash, which is always annoying. I think it's something that anybody who works with wool is always going to encounter at some point. I haven't had any problems in this house, thankfully. Mm. No, no, it's keep separating. I'm not treadling enough, folks. That is the problem that I'm having with this, is I'm not treadling enough and I'm not getting enough spin because I'm not used to being on a treadle spinning wheel. I'm so used to my e-spinner. So I'm just not putting in enough spin. Might be the cold climate, Denali, because they don't like the cold. Yeah, out on the shelf is the hardest to protect, isn't it? Yes, that's my problem always with stuffing, Danielle. I've actually started keeping my because I clip a lot of the ties, like the loops that are on my yarn. I actually clip a lot of those off, and I'm keeping those for stuffing these days. Yeah, shelves is the problem, isn't it? It's just too open, and it's hard. Even if you put smelly things in, it's just too much kind of fresh air that they just ignore the smell. Because I know fiber moths don't like smelly things. So, like my yarn fortress that I've got downstairs, they probably could get in there, but I've got cedar balls and lavender bags and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, that's probably the saving grace of my yarn fortress downstairs too. Is it is actually quite bright in that cupboard. My goodness, I've been going for nearly a half an hour. I'm really glad that some more people could jump in. It gets a bit lonely when I'm spinning on my own. I mean, Denali, you're my OG. You're always here for me. Yeah, just it's good to have somebody to respond to because then I don't have to try and fill the time with my terrible small talk. You, Denali, you have been a supporter of mine for a really, really long time, and I'm really sad that with what's currently going on, I can't send my yarn to you anymore because I just can't figure all that stuff out. So I apologize if that is something that's disappointed you, but I don't know. I'm not very financially minded, so I can't figure all that stuff out. I'm too old to try. I'm just going to say that. Hopefully, one day I'll be able to open up again, but I apologize. But not to get, I don't want to dwell on that, but you are appreciated, Denali. I appreciate all of you. I really do. I'm really glad you guys are all here. Made me happy. I'm glad I jumped back on because I could have just put my hands up earlier and just gone, nah, nah, I'm not doing it. I've messed up too much. Oh, that's sad that a lot of your places are not in the US. Well, hopefully other people can figure it out better than I can. Ah, yes. That's a good one, Natalie. I like that one. I was wearing a pair out of that the other day, but I don't actually have any at the minute. I know you mentioned in your email that you were asking if I had sock yarn. I do have some sock yarn that I need to dye up this week, and I've got quite a bit of it, so I'll be doing a few weeks of dyeing. I have some merino nylon sock yarn and I have some BFL nylon sock yarn. So if you have any requests, I can certainly do that this week. Okay. I think I'm getting a little weary, guys. I think I might jump off in a sec, if that's okay. I mean, I've made it to half an hour. That was pretty good. Plus the quarter of an hour that I did earlier. Should go down and spend some time with my husband, probably would be a good idea. Light blue and purple. Okay. I'll see what I can do, Natalie. I'll have a look. I'm hoping to get some sort of my older kind of colorways. I want to do plum. I know I want to dye plum this week, so that is one that I'm going to do, which is kind of a purpley, orangey kind of color, but light blue and purple. I'll have a brainstorm and see what I can come up with. Okay, I think I'm done, guys. I'm getting weary. Go and have some. I'm nearly out of my water. But thank you. Thank you so much. Jojo Yarn. Thank you. Thank you for being a long-term subscriber. Always, always like seeing my subscriber numbers going up. They've actually been going up a little bit lately, which has been really lovely. Makes me feel like the time investment is worth it. But thank you for being a long time subscriber. It's fantastic, and you're here today, which is even better. But anyway, I think I will head out. If there is anything else that you wanted to request or ask or anything, chuck it in the comments. I'll always see the comments. So yeah, and I will be here again tomorrow doing some more spinning. So I'll get these last minute messages. All right. You too, guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.